Hey. Wow. Oh, Tim, we gotta scooch over a little bit here.
Okay, there we go. How about that?
Tim and I have to center ourselves.
Yes.
How are you, everybody? Welcome to If These Walls Could Talk. I'm Wendy Stuart.
And I'm Tym Moss.
And we are centered here today.
We are centered. Yes.
So I hope everybody is having a really fabulous Wednesday. In case you are probably saying Tim is playing with his phone, well, there is a reason for that. We want to be able to broadcast on Facebook as well as StreamYard. And it seems we got a little curveball from Facebook where they make Tim sign in and do a little tap dance ahead of time. Can you imagine? Jazz hands, everybody. So he's working on doing that, and he's in. Yes, Tym Moss,
and we are live.
We are live, and thank you everyone for your patience. How are you, Tim?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
I am so fabulous. You know, I am so excited to see Tim because he was in Colorado, and he did a wonderful show at the Clock Tower with Velli, 50 Shades of Gay.
That was so much fun.
But he never knew this, but I was really worried about him because while he was there, Tim ate Colorado oysters.
I had Rocky Mountain oysters.
That's right.
Yes, I did.
And I
tried them.
They don't have, as you know, there's no beaches in Colorado. So
I was warned against eating any seafood while there.
Right.
But the Rocky Mountain oysters are actually, I don't know how to say this politely, so I'll just say it.
Bull testicles.
Yeah, bull testicles. Chopped up and cooked, and I was just like, let me try it once.
And he'll never do it again. So what
probably not, but it was okay.
I mean, it was questions for you. Like, what was it? What was he? Was it slippery?
No, it's kind of not crunchy, but just kind of elastic. Kind of, I don't even know how to describe
like bouncy, rubber bandy,
like chewy, a little chewy, but not real chewy. But I'm trying to think of what. Have you ever had like beef heart or anything?
Organ. It was like an organ meat.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
it was like an organ meat, and it's like what, sautéed?
But they chop it up into like little pieces.
And the poor bull was singing soprano.
But it was good, and I can understand it being like a delicacy there, and good for them.
Yeah, good right. Them. Good for them. But I did mean to ask you about that.
I like living life, and I like trying new things, and that was a local cuisine, and I was just like, I don't know when I'm going to be back. So for my entree, I had bison ribs, but I got a half portion. Because the full portion I saw at another table, it looked like Fred Flintstone. These huge ribs.
Big,
so yeah,
big ribs.
Yeah, wow. But it was delicious, absolutely delicious.
So that was good, and it let you forget about the bull testicles.
Yeah,
that's worth forgetting.
But about. I had, I had a callback also for the off-Broadway show Little House on the Prairie. Which I've played the role of Donnie for about 10 years during development. So fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
And but it's looking good.
Fingers
so
crossed, looking good. Will be fabulous. And this will be playing. Do we know where?
Actually it's going to be at the Duplex.
Yay.
They had a fire years ago and it was shut down, and they were not even planning on reopening. But they have agreed to allow us to go in. We're going to redesign the whole place with the audience, the whole bit. And just for this show. So it's going to run from, I think, mid-October till about the first week of January.
Fabulous.
So, all through. I'm just trying to check
That is great to do. I did a huge fundraiser in Pike County, Pennsylvania, because you all know I go there on the weekends. And with everything going on out there, I try and put in my 2 cents and make the world a better place. And we raised a lot of money for two of our candidates that are going to be running. And that really made me feel very good. And then Sunday, I did a big event called Pike County Pride. It was a pride event and health fair. And we had a huge HIV testing like van.
Right.
And it was like everything possible for people in the community. And I handled the entertainment. What a stretch that was. I emceed it. I performed it. I did my new parody, Don't Say Gay.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Very, very fun. And I think the thing that resonated most with me about doing this, the kids that we have performing the show, my God, there's a lot of talent out there. We had a 16-year-old girl, Sammy Isabella, who I just unbelievable, with the coolest parents in the world. I love getting behind the kids, because there are hopes and dreams like for tomorrow, right?
Yep, absolutely.
It's
And
what it's
again,
all
I
about.
love seeing like new, fresh talent.
Yeah.
That because there's a lot that is very packaged out there and
Right.
not really, if they didn't have auto-tune.
No, I know.
But when you come across like some of these new, fresh talent that actually can sing, and
Right.
I love that.
And they've got a soul up there when you're watching them. It's it amazes me.
Speaking of real singers,
oh my God, have we got a real singer for you today? Our real singer today has performed at some of the most prestigious venues like Lincoln Center and London Cafe Royal,
Carnegie Hall,
Hall, and the London Times said to say she is, I can't even read my own writing, superb. It's an understatement.
Yep.
The Hollywood Reporter said she sings like a dream. And she does. She's amazing. She's going to be here to show her beautiful video, which we're going to talk about. Without further ado, put your hands together for Rosalyn Kind.
Yay! Hey guys!
How are you, sweetie?
Good. You got 3 hours on me, though, huh?
I love that. Believe me, I totally wish we did. That's the thing when you've had such an incredible life,
right,
such as yours, the ebbing, the flowing, and where you've been and what you've done. And starting out in Brooklyn, I'm a Bronx girl, by the way. So you started out in Brooklyn.
I'm okay with the Bronx.
We love.
I'm a Flatbush girl.
Oh, absolutely.
Flatbush.
Flatbush, wow.
Well, and there was another singer that came from Brooklyn too, Barbara Streisand. Do you know her?
Kind of.
Sort of.
Yeah, kind of remember that.
Ringing a bell, ding dong.
For those that do not know, Rosalyn is Barbara Streisand's sister. So.
And Rosalyn is just like fortunate. It was quite an incredible career because you've really done it all. You've done theater, film,
Broadway,
live performances. And we were talking about this before you came on. Our wonderful friend Ike Velli, who's a comedian, was very excited about you coming on, and he loved watching you on The Nanny.
They show that all the time. It's amazing.
Right. Totally, absolutely love that. So Rosalyn, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Really thrilled to have you. I think I want to just kick off with the fact that you put together an incredible piece during the pandemic, and The Look of Love and the Island. I think what's on the tip of our tongues is you took two songs, combined them together, and then created this gorgeous video. We'll be showing it later. Tell us what was behind that. I mean, we were in the pandemic. We were all sitting around throwing bonbons in the air and trying to figure out WTF. What the hell just happened?
What the? First of all, during the pandemic, I did a few different videos because I had recorded before, and everything today is you don't put a song out without a video.
Right.
But this Look of Love in the Island, years ago in my shows, the first thing when I did was Look of Love in my beginnings. And I remember the press saying, what does she know about love? She's too young, And I would say, I love people. I love my friends. I love my family. It's a little different, but still love is love.
Absolutely.
And when something touches your heart.
Absolutely.
But I did that for years in my original show when I first started in show business. And years later, when I was working at the Backlot, which was part of Studio One here on Robertson Boulevard in Los Angeles.
I figured LA, right?
Yeah. And I one of the shows I put in the island, and I did a whole shtick with it, like saying, pardon me while I get laid. They put like a lay over my head. And then this whole thing, Norman, it's balloons. Then years later, I was putting another show together. And I said to my musical director, I said, wouldn't it be interesting? I love these two songs. Wouldn't it be interesting to see how they would work together to tell a story? Because I love telling stories.
Yeah, right. You're a storyteller. I got that.
And we tried it, and it seemed to work beautifully. So I did it with just a piano show, and then I did it with a trio show. And that was before the pandemic.
Right.
And I said, I really needed to record it. I loved it so much. It was one of the recordings I was putting together with my new producer and everything. And so I went in the studio and I said, but it needs to be fully orchestrated. No, enough the piano, enough the trio. I want to hear my oboe. I want to hear the horns. I want to hear the strings. I want to hear, you know. So we went in and we did that, and it was monumental, and it sat in the can during the pandemic. And after the pandemic, it took a while before I was able to get it together and said, no, I want to get it out. So we need to do a video. The video was done we started planning it, a year ago this past March.
Wow.
When I met with the director and we had meetings, my director, and Monique Impagliazzo is her name. And she's up and coming. And how we met was she was an executive assistant for my sister when we were on tour. But she always was going in and studying production and writing.
How amazing.
Directing. So she had just finished another music video from another talented human being who became my co-producer on the video, Malik Hanna. But I met with Mo first to talk about it. What do I see? You know, she wanted to know how I saw it. Where would I like to go with it? She would take it home and play it over and over again to get ideas and whatever. And then she said to me, you know, I'd love to have Malik in with us because he's a great help to me. And I think he would love to be on part of the producing. I said, sure, why not?
And it's interesting what you're saying, Rosalyn, because you put your team, you know, a lot of people, I'm sure, right? And
not as many as you think, but
you're in LA, you meet a lot of people, you know a lot of people, you work with a lot of people, but yet when it came down to doing this video, right?
Yeah.
You put your team together.
Yeah.
And the chemistry was as important.
I cannot tell you. I cannot work. I've been through ups and downs and sideways and the left and right. You know, it's not been a whoosh to the top.
Right.
I've been on many journeys, finding myself, what I was here for, finding my reason for being, and my reason for being came out in a past life regression. And then I was following that road, and that road for me is basically to listen to my instincts. And which I didn't trust for the longest time.
Yeah.
And basically that I was here to heal.
Love that. Yes. Good.
So all of my music started becoming things that related to healing. Even if it was a story song that was pop, I put it in such a way that it was to heal. Bring people's hearts together.
I love
Let's
that.
be a big global community. Let's love each other. Just like Tim Wall said the other day. We're neighbors. We're neighbors, and we all really want the same things out of life.
Absolutely.
Why is there this hatred? Stop looking for things to hate.
Right.
Stop distrusting what's different. Become enthused and involved to find out about it.
And
expand your horizons.
Right.
Because the sad thing is we're not really taught to trust our instincts.
Right.
We're taught a lot of time from parents or from figures, authoritative figures,
really
is what they want
the
for you.
The great they, I call it.
You always think that they're better than you. What do I really? I used to question myself a lot.
Rosalyn, what made you seek out? So I've had past life for a lot of
the point is, at this point in my life, with all my travels, I had to delete those people around me who are not filled with light.
Good.
Smart.
Who do not come from their heart.
Absolutely.
And I realized that's the only way I can work.
Yep.
But you know what? Bless you that you got this realization that you found this path that you're supposed to be on, because many people never connect on that level.
Right.
You know?
No, I need to connect. I need to connect. It's all about connection. When I sing to my audience, I look in their eyes, wherever I can see it.
Isn't that wonderful?
The communication. If I sometimes feel if somebody's sad, if they're in my eye shot, and I connect,
you can feel it.
I will speak to them. Oh my God, I'm empathic that way.
I was just going to say you're an empath.
Somebody can call me on the phone. Even my niece, she once called me, and I said, "What's wrong? You don't sound right." And she turned out to say that my sister-in-law had a heart problem. My ex-sister-in-law, but still family. She still has a problem.
Right.
And right away, I I got to call my sister. She's got the heart foundation. It's like, it's all about bringing the healing, because it doesn't matter if you're estranged or if you're not, that you don't look the same, your skin color is different.
Thank you. Thank you.
It doesn't matter who you love. If you come from your heart, if you come from the light, with the messages that are positive and loving and compassionate, with integrity, wanting everybody else to have just as much as you. That there's no comparison to that one is better or that one is less. You know, it's just mutual love. And I wish we would all barter instead of charging people.
I say that all the time.
I was just talking to someone a couple days ago about how when we're born, every child that is born on this planet is exactly the same as the next one. We're all filled with light. We're all these beautiful creatures. Unfortunately, we're taught different things as we grow up, and that's where the separation
and the barriers and the fears of the adults are fed to the children.
Exactly.
Rosalyn, do you remember feeling this way as a child, but you had self-doubt, right? Because you hadn't hit that higher level of self-discovery. But do you remember that you were empathetic as a child?
Yeah, and I remember being online, going to see A Hard Day's Night, getting the tickets, and I met, you know, a biracial girl online, and we couldn't stop talking. I invited her to my house. I didn't think biracial. I said, I like this girl.
Right. You didn't think anything of it.
I had a girl in my class, a girl from Israel, one from Egypt, one from I mean, you know, I had Christians, I had Protestants, I had this. I'm Jewish. You know, and I came from a father, may he rest in peace. He came from Tsarist Russia. He was involved in the pogroms and escaping. So he was the kind of person, if I had a non-Jewish friend, if they weren't interested in me, you know, in other ways, they were fine. Oh, I love Debbie Troy. I love this one. But if it was a guy,
forget it.
He threatened.
He's right. He's not Jewish, Rosalyn. He's not Jewish. What are you doing?
You know what? I can't live my life that way. There's a lot of Jewish people that have, you know, lousy things in their barrel too.
Right.
You cannot separate that way. I separate by what are they offering me from their heart and from their light.
Good.
I don't care what else encompasses them, because the teachings of God, the teachings of the universal light.
That
we all have to learn to love each other. And that is what's going to make us work our way back to the light.
Yes, absolutely. And again, for me, it's taken me most of my life as well to figure this out and again, like we were saying at the beginning, to center myself in that light.
So the bottom line is, like with my team, now they brought in the DP, Justin Nodal. I mean, and then all of the pieces started to fit. Our set decorators at this, our makeup, all the actors that we brought in, they were so unbelievable. They all, with smiles, the positive energy. They only cared about making this a great piece of work.
It was totally an
organic. There were no egos, nothing in egos. And this is how Rosalyn Kind needs to work. I cannot work in those other situations where I don't want to stab somebody in the back. I don't want them stabbing me in the back.
Right.
We don't want to have to say I'm better. I'm different. We're all unique in our own way.
Thank you very much. And we all deserve respect for our uniqueness.
And we all should respect each other's uniqueness.
Exactly. And if we had that kind of a world, we'd be living in heaven now.
Right.
Yes, right.
So how, before we show your video, right, we're having this very spiritual conversation because all of us are on the same page. How, with these beliefs, have you dealt with what the music industry is about, the performing industry, and the West Coast, you know, because the level of superficiality and insincerity and mistrust and non-truths.
And I've come through a lot of that, because as a child, I trusted too much. First, when you admit me, I would be closed because I was fearful, you know, of something I didn't know. And then once I knew you, I had even when Randy, may he rest in peace, was coming after me as a, you know, with a serious relationship, with a gentleman who turned out to be my husband. He would say to my girlfriend, I don't get it. I give her this, I give her that, I give her, and nothing. She said, be patient. Before you know it, you'll be giving her nothing and she'll be giving you the world.
Oh, I love that.
You know, it's like once you understand, you know that person, you trust that person,
Yep.
you know, then it's like open arms. And I'm you know, sometimes I give too much. Sometimes that ruins a relationship. And then my ex, may he rest in peace, because he's left us a while back.
Rest in peace.
Yes, may he rest in peace. When I was dating other guys, and he was saying, Razzie, none of these guys I wasn't good enough for you, and these are not. He said, I want you, anybody you date, I want to meet him, because none of us have been good enough for you. And that would have been something my father would have said, which would have said to me, what am I? It's like on a pedestal that I'm not like a normal human being. I don't get a regular commercial because I'm something other than that normal next door neighbor. I don't know, because I feel like the next door neighbor.
Right. But I would think you work off of vibes a lot. And the thing, so I lost my husband March 19th, so very recently.
Yeah.
Haven't been out in the dating pool. I don't even think
I will think about it. My job is not there. My job is to help the world come together.
Exactly. And we realize that we have other tasks that we're supposed to be completing that are fulfilling, because people have asked me, you know, so like, do you feel alone? Like what I'm like, I feel who I am, what I'm about, and I'm very clear as to who I am and what I'm supposed to do, as you are.
Right. And the basic thing is that sometimes, yes, you are alone. Sometimes your dearest friend is on a vacation, or you can't, you know, it's like they're sick and you can't get together and blah, blah, blah.
But
and sometimes the phone isn't enough. And sometimes it's so hard to talk.
The thing is everybody is alone in their own way, because they're each on their own path.
Right.
And nobody else, what works for me might not work for you.
Exactly.
And everybody has to find their own way, unfortunately, in this life.
Which basically brings you back to if you're happy within yourself.
Right.
Exactly.
And fulfilling that within yourself.
And I feel such joy when I worked with my friend David Zimmerman's Meet the Biz, kids with oh God. And why am I losing disabilities?
Right.
Disability kids. And they're not kids, they're adults, but they're like, you know, and I taught a class on singing from the heart. Todd Schroeder was my pianist, and we did it together. I had so much joy that afternoon. I was scared because I didn't know if I could do this. I don't know if I can teach. I didn't think about that. And I worried about it because it's just like getting married. Am I ready? Years ago when they wanted me in Paris at the Olympia Theater, I knew I wasn't ready. And I said, no, thank you. You know, because if you're not ready for it, you shouldn't be putting yourself in there. I don't care who you're related to.
Yeah.
You know, but you have to be happy in yourself. And I lost the previous thought.
Well, I've got that thought. I'm hanging on to it. You didn't think you were going to be able to teach, and the first thing
thank you so much.
You are a teacher. You're enlightened.
Yeah.
If you know anything about Buddhism, it's enlightenment. You've been enlightened, and you were able to go in with your friend's program.
You're automatically a teacher.
I mean, it's amazing to me because it was such a joy working with these people.
Right, you were
fulfilled. I was so scared. I said, when are we going to do it again? When are we going? Because it was the first hour my friend David interviewed me. So because we know each other so well, it was a very touching interview. And then working with the kids, I mean, it filled my heart.
Wow.
You know, it just really filled me. And I you know, it's like what you can do for somebody else is really what triggers your own being.
Right.
Yes.
Absolutely. It's not so much. I'm much lazier when it comes to doing for myself. My house needs to be decorated. I never decorated since I redid it. I mean, it's just other things come into play first.
Are more important.
Well, your priorities, our priorities shift.
Very different, you know.
Right.
And
I'm thinking about your audience, though. This particular audience, right? No judgments, I would think. It was pure give and take in a situation like that.
Pure give and take. And the hugs and the love that you get at the end.
Yeah.
It's just so loving. It's so, you know, does my heart good.
Yes, everyone, our incredible guest is the wonderful and incredibly talented and very evolved Rosalyn Kind. So we're going to take a look at your new video, your music video.
Look of Love and the Island.
look of love is in your eyes, a look your smile can't disguise. The look of love, it's saying so much more than just words could ever say. And what my heart has heard, well, it takes my breath away. Make believe we've landed on a desert island. Bathe me in the water, warm me in the moonlight, taste me with your kisses, find my secret places, touch me till I tremble, free my wings for flying, and catch me while I'm falling. Keep your arms around me like there's no tomorrow. Show me how you love me on a little island. Not a soul can see us. Show me how to love you. Teach me how to please you. Lay your dreams beside me. Only stars will listen to our cries and whispers. You were made to love me, and I was made to love you. Keep your arms around me. Lose yourself inside me. Make it last forever. I can see the island shining in the distance. Now we're getting closer. Keep your arms around me, love. We're almost there.
Gorgeous.
Oh
I
my
love.
God. We were both just so captivated. We're
Yeah,
just-
right.
But for a minute, I thought you said you were going to cut it at 4 minutes, and I said they're letting it go.
Oh, yeah,
No,
I
that was
we were,
perfect
we were
because
just
it-
saying.
You and I that you met in the beginning come together. It was just such a
Oh, it
perfect
was,
thing.
oh my gosh, that is so beautiful.
Did you've seen the whole one, haven't you? How it really
I watched the whole video.
And
Yeah,
such
yeah.
a beautiful blend of those
Yeah.
songs. Oh my God.
So,
Bravo.
I guess my biggest question, first of all, we love the video,
Yes.
but I have noticed, I'm recently widowed, that women of a certain age that have lost their husbands seem to lose dinner party invitations.
Mm.
At that point. Now, like many, I have tons and tons and tons of gay friends, more than
We all do. We all do.
sure you and I know without you saying it. So it wasn't anything I ever thought about. So maybe like the few straight couples that I knew, like all of a sudden, not being invited because I'm not part of a couple. I discussed it with my girlfriend Rose, who's on here, who's also a widow. And I said, what is that? That's so weird, because my husband and I were inclusive of everybody, right?
Yeah.
Right. So
and left in the situation, if I had a friend like that too, I would also be inclusive.
Right.
But sometimes couples feel funny that you're alone. But sometimes they'll say, you know what? As time has passed by, we know somebody you should meet. And I don't know that I'm that comfortable with that myself.
I was going to say, what is that like?
I don't like dating. I hate it.
That's what I was going to say. Like, what about dating at an older age?
Yeah, but to me, with what I want to do in my life, it's like I have to give my attention there. And should the right person come into my life with the right ingredients,
right,
then I would take a look.
Yes, same here.
Give him a chance.
It was worth a look.
But I have other women friends who are also alone. They're either divorced, lost their husbands, or whatever. And so we do things together. We plan trips sometimes, or we things. And it's just, there's a camaraderie of mutual love, which I think is very necessary in everyone's life.
Right.
And if you have that positive love for each other, then you're really never alone. I know there's people I can call if I had an emergency right away, as they would with me if they call me.
Absolutely.
And my girlfriends are everything to me. I like you, right? I know the most fun, crazy, out there, brilliant women.
Right.
That is.
And they always call you on your Michigas. You know what I mean? They don't get away with anything.
But actually, sometime when you're in New York or we're out in LA, we've all got to go out looking for men.
Go to a gay bar.
Yeah, right.
Let's tell us our favorite gay bar, Tim, and that's where we're going. That's where
I'm down for that.
Oh God.
I think that would be totally.
Well,
great.
let's rewind.
Yes.
Rewind back to the beginning. So in Brooklyn, and I mentioned, of course, your sister. Barbara was the second child. I can't think of your.
My brother's name was Shelley.
Shelley, and then Barbara, and then their parents got a divorce.
No. My sister and brother's father passed when he was 35.
Oh, okay.
How young!
Oh my God! Yeah.
So my sister my brother got to know his father, but my sister did not.
Wow, right? How sad. And then your father and mother got together, and then
just around before my sister was 9.
So you all grew up together in the same house, correct?
Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, until my sister left home to go after her career. My brother had gotten married, but we'll.
Well, I'm just I've been a huge fan of your sister, of Barbara Streisand, since I was like 14 or 15 when I really discovered her. And I'm a singer, I'm an actor, and she helped to mold my abilities. I would study her, the breath control, the vocal techniques, all of that. I basically learned how to sing through her.
Wow.
Her. I'm very grateful for all she's done in my life and my career. But I'm just wondering, was she like a protective sister? Like, did she?
Yeah, I used to do it when we were young, and she was older than me. Sometimes she worked
9 years in
a restaurant, and at first she was their babysitter, but then she went to work as a teacher in the restaurant. And every so often, I would go with her when she was working, and then after we finished working, we'd go on the other side where there were no customers, and we'd have a big feast.
I love that. It's such a great memory, right?
We go to the beach. I would go to the beach with my sister, Reese Park.
Fun.
You used to go to Reese Park. Yes. So group.
Yeah, you couldn't go swimming because the waves were too big.
Right.
But you would go sun, and she used to sun in the days with the what is it?
With the reflector.
Baby oil.
With the baby oil with iodine.
Iodine in the reflector, and we wonder why we're having things removed from our skin now.
Yeah, right.
Remember doing that?
And I would go to the deli and the fruit stand and get us stuff to make sandwiches. I'd make sandwiches and put the fruit together and everything. And sometimes we even splurged. We took a taxi, which in those days, the first mile was 10 cents. And then it was 5 cents for each additional mile. So we would go to Manhattan Beach and it would like be like nothing. But I loved hanging with my sister. I loved, being with her, and she taught me kind of how to harmonize, but I'm still not good at it. I hate it. I'd have to have the main line.
Yeah, right.
But no, I had the first time my mother cut my hair, my sister went nuts because she loved my hair and she would take care of it, and she didn't want my mother to cut it. And years later, when she was in Funny Girl, there were some fans in the backstage. They used to hang out at the stage door to wait for her to come in and go out. And there was this one guy. I think he's trying to become friends with me these days on Facebook. No.
What a many, right?
Supposedly he said to some people that, oh, you'll know Barbara's sister when she shows up because she cracks the sidewalk with every step. Because I was like 180 pounds. I was 189 pounds at my worst.
Oh my God.
When I was 14.
Wow.
So, and I told this to my sister, and I heard that she stopped by him one day and told him off.
Good. I totally love
It's a good big sister. Yeah.
So that was really defending me, right?
Yes.
But now she doesn't have to defend me anymore. The fat sister is no longer.
No, I mean, my God, look at you in the video.
Absolutely.
You're absolutely gorgeous.
But now you also toured with her, right? Or you did?
Yes, in 2012 and 13. We did USA and Canada, and then Europe and Israel.
Oh,
it was
how
great.
wonderful. In a way, getting to travel the world with your sister.
Oh my God, and my nephew.
And your nephew,
Jason Gould. Yeah. Elliot Gould. When I was a kid, I had such a crush. Elliot Gould was the heartthrob.
Wow. What project did he do that you became a hottie?
What was the movie that he did?
Which one?
One of the first movies.
One of the first.
We're going way back now here, Rosalyn.
MASH or something?
It wasn't MASH though. He was a heartthrob.
Oh my God, he did a couple. Was he in I Love My Wife?
And I was okay.
Bob and Carol, Ted and Alice.
Yes.
Oh, there we go. Yes.
Thank you so much. I would have been like, I was a kid at the time, and he was really like the hottest. He was like, had People magazine been around then, and they weren't, he would have been one of the sexiest men of the year.
I love Elliot.
But now you were saying Jason, Barbara Streisand's son, joined you on the tour.
Jason Gould. Yeah,
how wonderful!
Yeah. He got his own solo. I did a duet with my sister. I was like, the first year I was like a surprise.
Oh, how wonderful!
And the second year, I did get a few shows. I got my own number, but it was mostly the duet with her at the end, where you walk in, because so many years fans have been wanting to see that. And I would have wanted to sing with my sister, but I realized I had to reach a certain place and level. I wouldn't expect it to be handed to me.
Yeah.
I totally get that. And I get the feeling you worked for every single thing that you got.
Yeah. I did.
And
also with all the people, like you're talking about the people in your life, how many people that came in that you thought were good for you that you had to say goodbye to, even in my early years. Because they just were not right. You
were on Ed Sullivan.
Oh, that's so cool. Tell us about that.
My debut was in the middle of the biggest snowstorm in New York. So, oh my God, we met with Ed Sullivan, my then manager, and we met him at his residences at the hotel on Palm, here with Palm, on oh my God, where is it? I'm going to say Wilshire Boulevard, but it's not Wilshire. Park Avenue.
City, right? Because he was in the city. It would have been on Park Avenue.
He went to the hotel that. Oh my God!
The Waldorf.
Not the Waldorf. The Drake. No.
Oh, yeah, it could have been the Drake or the Carlisle or
maybe the Carlisle.
It wasn't the Carlisle. No, it was further east.
Well, I think we're doing great here. These hotels don't exist anymore, so we're doing really good.
So we met with him there, and I got to do the show. At the same time, my then agent was talking to Hollywood. Oh my God, I'm forgetting all these. Hollywood Palace, and they both vied for my debut.
Oh wow!
I mean, it's like I'm just out of high school. I'm like,
Right. Wow. That's a lot, right?
You know? Oh my God. Nerve-wracking. Anyway, Ed Sullivan won out.
Uh-huh.
So I got my debut by Ed. Hollywood Palace in the end were offered to have me on, but they didn't want me if they didn't get the debut.
Wow. So what did you sing?
So I sang songs from my album. I think I sang what was my first song? You know what? I've been watching it because they have the reruns on.
Yes.
I can't remember. I want to laugh and I want to sing. I want the joy that happiness brings. I think to give and to share. What two people do? I can't remember. What the heck is the name of that song? I did that. Oh my God! I was on 3 times.
Wow.
But the second performance, the first performance was in the snowstorm. And I'll tell you because it's a date that means something more to me now because years later, my great niece was born on February 9th.
Oh,
that was when I made my debut, February 9th, 1969. And in 1964, February 9th, the Beatles made their debut.
Oh my God.
That's what I was going to ask you. You were on before the Beatles.
No, they were on before me. They were on in 1964. I was on in 1969, but the same day of the year.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
Same day
That's
of the year.
cool.
So, so I had to walk to the theater because you had to walk, and the umbrella went in and out. You know,
it was a blizzard, right?
And people were stuck in the subways; they couldn't get home.
Oh, wow.
And then other people were stuck at home, so I had a hold up audience in my debut. So, and the week before, he had me on to be in the audience so that he could announce my debut the following week.
Right, and the cameras could go to you sitting there in the audience.
Yeah.
Well, and then after he brought me on stage, and Carol Lawrence was there, so we have a picture of me and Carol and Ed in the middle. It's so funny.
Well, I totally love this story because you've done so much, but I got to tell you, Ed Sullivan, come on, how many people can say it's like that? It's about it.
No, wait a second. How many people? Because you're giving away your age to this.
I don't care about your
If I were going to lie about my age, I'd have it tough.
I think that's like the top of the iceberg. That's
the pinnacle.
In those days, it was, wasn't it? In those days, it was everybody looked to see Ed Sullivan Sunday nights at 8 p.m.
Right.
Yep.
And it was such a benign time compared to like now, right?
Now, Wendy had mentioned earlier, my best friend Ike yesterday, I said, oh yeah, Rosalyn Kind is going to be our guest. Rosalyn Kind! Oh my God! He goes, I loved her on The Nanny. Can you tell us, walk us through that experience? Because he loved it when she's like dropped down and is kissing your feet and...
Well, the reason I went to see one of the tapings, and a friend of mine at the time, Joanne Deering, was on the writing team.
Oh, okay.
And so she introduced me to some people there. Also, I knew Renee Taylor.
Oh my God!
Renee pushed for me to be on there too.
Oh, fun!
So I don't remember exactly how it all happened, but there I was, and playing myself because that was her big thing. She loved Barbra Streisand.
Right.
So they wrote me in. I'm only in the beginning trailer that goes into the show. But it was hysterical. And I wrote the song that I sang on there was the song that I wrote.
Oh, nice.
So that was an original song. Oh, God.
Can you tell us what the song was?
Like, yes, I wrote it. Oh, my God. You're the light of love. Come shine your light through the darkest night, deep inside of you, waiting there to guide you through. You're the light of love. So we did an excerpt of that when I was singing with the piano. And then she hears my voice from outside that she's walking past. She's, oh my God, Papa, Papa, oh my God. She couldn't get in. She's banging on the door. She couldn't get in. So she went outside the house and rang the bell.
That's so funny.
Comes in and she goes, Barbara, Barbara, Barbara. No, Barbara's sister. And she goes down and starts to kiss my shoes. It was so much.
Oh my God. That's hysterical.
I love that. I love that they wrote you into that series as yourself. And oh my God, that's and you sang, and I just love this. Like that was like the second time you sang.
Yeah, the show. This is I love
something else.
Yeah, we love it. This is great. Nobody ever does this, and the beauty of your voice. You sound incredible. You have no music behind you, nothing.
Yeah.
This is all from the heart. And
Exactly.
You know what? It's absolutely beautiful. And Tim and I are completely loving it. So I had the move happen for you to be out on the West Coast. Like what brought you there? Because you could have you could have stayed in New York.
Yeah, I'll tell you why. All the nightclubs were closing.
Wow.
I played the Persian Room when I was 18.
Right.
And I brought the youngest sound to that room because they were used to like, and here I was 18. And I brought this young contemporary sound. I did only a couple of ballads. I did a medley of Sunday songs, of which one of the songs was Sunday Kind of Love. So somebody wrote it a la Libby Holman, where I try to hoist myself on the piano and this whole thing. And torch song, Yeah. And the other song I did was When I Fall in Love. Everything else was contemporary. I did songs from Hair and Promises.
Oh, you're
kidding. I dig rock and roll music. I get a little help from my friends.
Now, what was the reaction of the audience?
Great. Great. And Betty Davis came one night.
Wow.
Yeah, what was that?
And the poster that they had outside the room, because they didn't have like big things outside the hotel. It was curtained off, and then in front they had the big poster.
Yes, right.
And it said, Rosalyn Kind is what you get for being good. December 17th to January 6th. So it was like 3 days before my birthday and just before, because I was there for the Christmas holiday.
Oh, nice.
Gorgeous. I'm a January girl too. We Capricorns get what we want. The 15th.
That was my father's birthday.
You're kidding.
Oh,
wow. I'm the 15th as well. Would you ever consider, with everything you're doing, coming back and playing New York?
Of course. I've been there. I've done 54 Below twice.
You have been.
In 2014 and 2015. I just haven't been back since. And and that's why I started with the pandemic. And I didn't sing during the pandemic. So I'm good. Trying to get my chords back again. I would love to be out there doing a show that's about healing.
Rosalyn, if you come back, we broadcast from Pangea. Lots of major singers that have performed. It would be so great to have you here.
Absolutely.
I think we have 75 seats? 75 seats.
Yeah.
Pangea, I never heard of that.
Yeah.
It's in the East Village.
Lower East Side, 2nd Avenue between 11th and 12th.
2nd Avenue Deli?
What?
No, south of there. It's down around
Yeah, we're between 11th and 12th.
But it has a long restaurant in the front and then a cabaret room in the back.
And it's got a really long history. Debbie Harry has been here. It's a real New York performer place.
Like the Bonsoir was years ago, or the Blue Angel, or like
the Blue Angel.
That's when my sister made her mark.
At the Blue Angel.
And the Village Vanguard.
Well, those places no longer existed when I got on the scene.
Well, we just lost. What's the one we just lost on 42nd Street?
Oh, the Laurie Beachman.
Laurie Beachman.
Oh,
That closed the other day.
They closed. I mean,
but you have performed like the Hollywood.
But the reason we left was because all the clubs were closing.
Yeah.
And everybody in New York was emigrating to California.
Right.
There's such an appeal there. Is it the weather?
Yeah. It's the weather. You could get into television, and there was Vegas, and that's when we moved. I did my first month in Las Vegas at the. Yeah.
So people, I guess, go for the opportunities.
But you have played like the Hollywood Bowl, the O2 Arena in London,
that was with my sister.
Carnegie Hall, Michael Feinstein.
Stein.
Feinstein, sorry.
Some things are Steen and some things are Stein. You just have to learn.
Steen also.
Actually, I just saw him at Carnegie Hall a couple months ago, or a few months ago. Yeah.
And I did theater. I did.
Right.
Yes,
you've been on Broadway.
Yeah, Broadway, off Broadway.
Three from Brooklyn.
From Brooklyn, and Show Me Where the Good Times Are at the Jewish Rep.
Yeah.
Got to get you back on the East Coast.
And appearances on the Tonight
Show. It's so
Show.
hard because it's easier here to get into cars, although it's so much traffic now. Too much traffic.
What I've heard. Yeah.
At any time of the day.
Right.
It's like worse as New York. As bad as New York.
Well, yeah, New York's not great either. It's just and everything I have to tell you changed after the pandemic. I wanted to talk to you about, you have this, it's called the Sea Angels.
She Angels.
Yes.
She women. We she. Yes. The She Angels. The 501 that gives $5,000 grant checks to other 501 women's organizations that do
love
things to help and give opportunities to women.
I love it.
Girls and girls. So every month a $5,000 check is cut.
Nice.
And
And
I
that's
think
helping other women. Helping
Yeah,
other women do
lifting
good
other
things
women
in
up.
this world. That's
lifting other
healing.
women up. Plus, they have one of the founders, the producer Catherine Gray, has a movie. Show Her the Money.
Oh,
So
I didn't
it's a documentary. You should try to see it. It won a lot of awards at the festivals, and it's about even going to women investors.
uh-huh.
Wow.
Nice.
As
Women
opposed
investors to invest in women.
right,
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Yeah. Well, women have to lift each other up as you know.
Absolutely.
I'm sure in your career you've had so many incredible women that have come along that have tried to lift you up. For me, it's been more women than men. Although I will say, gay men are at the head of the lift up.
Yeah, the gay men, because the other guys, they only want one thing.
Yeah, right.
You know?
Right, or you don't register who you are in there.
I'll tell you the truth. In my later life, it's more women. In the beginning, even when I was like working at the plaza, the Persian room, I was told, don't work toward the women. Don't work toward the men. Work toward the women, because the women get jealous.
Uh-huh.
That was a lesson. So I never give the gentleman as much attention, but I do give attention to somebody who seems like they're not happy.
Uh-huh.
And then I have fun with Jen. Then I have fun with them.
Right.
I don't come off, I don't think, as a sex symbol anyway, like I'm after your husband. I hope I don't. That's not where I come from. I come from my heart for other things.
Uh-huh.
Right.
But again, everything that you're talking about is so healing.
Right.
It's very healing. Again, paying attention to the women in the audience. If somebody's sad, give them attention.
It's
That's
empathy.
healing.
It's empathy.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it's something we need a lot more of going forward. And I'm
in all areas of life,
Right.
in all areas of our living.
right.
We need people to be positive. We need people to love and trust their heart and their instincts instead of letting somebody poison you for their benefit. I mean, nothing gets me madder than somebody stirring up separation and hatred for their benefit.
Intentionally.
These other people that follow them believe that he's doing it for them.
Mhm.
Right.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
You just have to walk. You know what? You just walk away from all of that. That's my mantra.
Yeah.
Walk away, Renee. That was the song. I use it in my life. I'm like, walk away, Renee.
right. But there are some people that don't. They buy it. They drink the
They
Kool-Aid.
buy it. Yeah,
Right,
we all right.
And it's just not, and it's also since we had the Obama, who I love, but there's those who didn't want a black president. And
Right.
that's when they instigated the money, the hidden money, the big
Right.
money that came into politics, which never should have happened.
Right.
It doesn't
exactly.
belong there. People should be elected because of their abilities,
Yes.
not
Right.
for that. You shouldn't be able to buy it and steal it or whatever.
I can tell you from a performer's perspective, so many of us, when Obama got elected and came out with Obamacare, because we didn't have health insurance, all of a sudden we had insurance.
Yeah.
And I can't believe that anyone wouldn't want that for somebody
Right.
else,
I
right?
agree.
And I can't believe that Republicans don't need it as much as Democrats or it's
Right.
in the independents. We all need
Everybody, right?
Nobody is an island. God bless you if you have the world on on your shoulder and
Yeah,
everything is there for
exactly.
you. And if you're in that position, albeit you should be helping others.
Absolutely.
Right.
I
Oh
agree.
boy! I
My
think you
God,
should
I wish.
wrestle.
I wish I had more. I wish I could give more than I do. It burdens me because I take it to heart. So every time, I watch these things and I cry.
Right.
I just wish. I say to my friends, I only wish I could give more. I only wish I could give more.
But you're
everybody
right.
does what they can.
You're
and
doing at least you're doing.
And you are
Yeah.
healing. You are putting out there. You are doing what you can, and that's
Right.
all that can be expected.
Right. Exactly.
Absolutely. And
We have a
now
bunch of
about
comments, too.
the animals.
Yes.
You are an animal lover,
Of
correct?
course. Of course. I talk to parrots when I'm on the road. Sometimes I visit, pet stores and stuff and talk. And I
you love it.
Okay, Rosalyn, I have a parrot.
She has.
Okay,
yes.
we are 40 40 years together. I only have 20 more to go. And
Oh
I'm
my
working on this on the calendar. Louise is not kept in a cage because she doesn't like it. It makes her pluck her feathers. She has the run of my apartment with my 2 rabbits and Chihuahua.
And she leaves them alone, yeah?
Yeah, so rabbits and her are the flock. She nests in their fur. The rabbits are Angora rabbits. They go in the litter box. The bird goes on paper. The Chihuahua lifts his leg everywhere. But my advice to you, I walked in one day and saw that bird and did, what a lot of people do. Oh, how fabulous to have a companion bird. Not. It's a permanent.
Those old jokes that they used to say, they knock on the door and the bird would go, who is it? And there's no butcher, there's no answer. It's the butcher. Nothing comes. Who is it? It's the butcher. Who is it? It's the butcher. It goes on and on and on. Finally, the person comes home whose house it is. And she said, oh my God, the guy dropped dead. She said, who is it? The bird goes, it's the butcher.
That joke, that's great. That's hilarious. Absolutely hilarious.
I know one of my cousins has a bird and doesn't stop talking. It's so funny. And I used to have a girlfriend who had, I don't even think it was a parrot. It was another kind of bird. Talked, and she would yell at the dog, me too, come here. And the bird started teasing the dog, me too, come here. It would drive the dog crazy. One day the bird got out of the cage and the dog ate it. And it was like,
I have actually heard those stories. The dog was pent up inside and couldn't wait to get revenge.
You can tease me just so much.
A word of advice: don't get one. It's like
I had my puppy. I had my Joshie Kind. He was my little soulmate. We traveled, And now I accept that Jason's dog is like 12 and has a heart problem, but I would go babysit when Jason wanted to go away. And when we first got him, I said, I'm coming over. I need my Eli fix.
Right.
Sit on my face. Somewhere Jason has pictures of him sitting on my face. But no, I love all my friends' dogs love me. They hear my face. They hear my voice on the phone and they get excited.
Because they love you. Do you see eventually maybe one in your future?
Maybe when I just don't know where life is taking me right now.
Right.
I end up on the road again. I remember being on the road with Joshie, and at the time, Joan Rivers was able, may she rest in peace, was able to take her Yorkie to the hotel. I wasn't allowed to.
Wow.
So, yeah. I mean, you have to be, when we were in Europe, Jason had his puppy, Eli was with us, and my sisters, Sammy was with us. Mm-hmm. I mean,
they're cooler though in Europe.
But they still had to have papers.
Right, you had to have papers.
In Germany, they let the dog sit under the table, and they give. They're getting friendlier out here again. Even when there was some of the restaurants were very free here. I could bring Joshie to the restaurants, but then a couple of them on Sunset Plaza, they said no, you can't anymore. So I said I'm not going to come here anymore. Then
absolutely,
I can't bring my dog. Now they give them water. It's like nicer. There's some dogs I would rather be with than some people.
Right?
Some dogs I'd rather be with than some people.
Rosalind, I
can bless them from afar, but if puppies just give you joy.
Rosalind, I just have to say it's been I just love having you on this show. You're absolute joy. And I love the fact that you have such passion and respect and joy with your family.
Yeah.
Because you were blessed with an incredible family,
right?
And I love
that
you appreciate it.
My great niece, my great nephew, they're all good people. They were all brought up to give back.
Right.
They're just beautiful.
What do we say? You're a Hamisher girl.
A Hamisher girl, yeah.
We have a bunch of comments.
We have some comments
that tuned in, and
our good friend, she's a designer from Massachusetts, Sue's from Sue's
watches
GX
every
Design.
week. Bless you.
She says hello to everyone.
Yeah.
Our good friend Rose Trentman, I'm not sure what she was referring to here, but she says, I'm a widow on a fixed income on a frugal budget, and she goes, that is our mantra.
She gave me that mantra when I'm negotiating with contractors or anybody now. That's what I say. I'm a widow on a fixed income.
I need a deal.
Yes.
That's Rose taught me that. And she said a truly romantic video.
And yes, she said truly romantic video.
Thank you. Thank
She
you,
called us.
Rose.
She called us the men hunters.
We are the men hunters.
I think it's better if you don't hunt. You just
Yes.
live your life. And
Oh my God,
agree.
B. Claudia from Germany.
Germany.
We love B. Claudia. Wonderful Rosalyn Kind. And she saw you on Jimmy Stark's show as well.
And she said duet with Sister Barbara Streisand. Germany was in love
With
with
both.
both.
How very cool.
wow, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes.
And Jimmy Starr is my PR person.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
We're all
all
connected.
we're
Yeah,
connected. It's a connected gesund.
connected because so funny.
Can you just maybe give us a quick parting little ditty, like a
Writing
I'm so
ditty?
glad we had this time together or
Oh,
something.
What's another song?
Yeah.
Oh my God, the party is over.
Oh.
It's time to call it a day. That's about all I remember.
I love that.
Yeah.
Now people can find you at your website, correct?
My
Which is
website and
Rosalyn.
mostly Facebook and Instagram, and I'm a little bit on TikTok.
and it's
of
Rosalyn
my
Kind
friends-
on all. Rosalyn
Yeah,
Kind.
on TikTok, on TikTok, I think I called myself Robo Rozzy, but I think you have to understand that I have to have somebody do that for me because I don't know my way around.
Yes,
Right. Yeah, it's really time consuming too. I do
Yeah,
everything
yeah.
but TikTok. TikTok
Yeah.
tilted me. It was too much.
It's all I need help because I'm just bad at the internet. I'm always going, what do I do here? How do I get this? How do I can
Yes,
do
right.
email and I can answer messages and do my phone.
So you know
But
what?
other stuff, huh?
That's what works for you, you know?
I wish
Yeah.
no, but sometimes I wish I was more of a mensch, when it comes to this stuff. It would make it so easy. But no, God didn't give me that.
We've all got learning curves when it comes to the internet.
There you go.
That's right.
It's good because he has no fear. He won't know what he's doing. He just pokes away at those keys. I'm like, well, do you know? He says eventually something's going to. I'm terrified.
But when you're on the phone and stuff, I'm always hitting the wrong letters.
Yes, right.
I'm always hitting the wrong. It's like you get so frustrated typing one word. It's like, how do people go like this with the fingers?
B. Claudia said she's going to check out your TikTok too.
Yeah.
Okay, check out my TikTok, my Instagram, and my Facebook. You'll get all different angles. No,
I love it.
some of it's the same angle, but it's
Rosalyn, thank you so
Rosalyn
much.
Kind.
And
my
for
pleasure. It was fun.
everything.
And
You
please
put
do
some
not,
comments. It was fun.
and
Great.
please do not sign off because afterwards.
Okay,
A
Yeah.
little-
he wants a picture.
a picture.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I just absolutely loved every moment with you, Rosalyn.
So
You are a
did, so
true
did
joy.
I.
Me too.
Beautiful Wednesday. Thank you, Rosalyn Kind. Thank you to
Thank you.